Hello, hello. Let me just test my mic. Can people hear me? First and foremost, that is something I want to know. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Good afternoon and good everyone. Good evening, my fellow Americans. The people present, welcome. To the people watching at home, good day. I want to first and foremost apologize for the lack of events this week. I want to promise the American people this administration continues to fight strong and build upon the progress we have already made. Myself, the Vice President, and the White House team have been working very hard on some great events that are planned from next week till the end of the term, with many events to go on and bring the community together. I promise new events and activity from an engaging administration throughout the term. I intend to deliver this. The wait will be worth it, I promise. I died, I'm gonna continue. Oh. Right, let me just walk back. Thank you, criminals, for bowing me. I do appreciate it. So fun. Anywho. 2 seconds, people. If I get bombed again, then I will continue to go. Either way. All good. Right, awesome. I called this address to the nation because I believe it was needed. Recently, as many know, one of my former nominees for the role of Attorney General, Saw 17, decided to retract his intention to take the nomination. His reasons were simple. As much as I had faith in him to take the reins, he believed after some time taking leadership of the department, it would be best for him to get some more guidance and experience, to learn to be better. When he informed me of this decision, I was proud of this individual. After many individuals going after him for his nomination, with some thinking he wasn't ready for it, he took it on himself to find out for himself. He listened to people and took their advice. That shows a future leader and someone who's willing to grow. I know Source is a hard worker and has proven himself in many departments, and in many capacities to someone who's willing to take on hard roles and hard tasks when given. So I don't blame the Department of Homeland Security for appointing him as Chief of Staff. I applaud them for making the smart move. I think people can take pointers from these individuals for someone who's willing to get back up and continue to learn and grow. Now, it has came to my attention that the Senate, most importantly, Senator 2018 hero, whatever you call him, has decided to invite Mr. Source to a hearing. I want to condemn this decision. I don't know why this decision has been made. I honestly haven't got a clue, but I've read into this and I believe this is a witch hunt on Source, and I believe it's an absolute joke. Now, I will give credit right here, right now, to TSC, who has done remarkable with his news, and continuing to make stories, opinion pieces. And that I respect. People want to hear other opinions. I respect that. People want to listen to other people's opinion. This is what America is made of. However, I condemn that the senator made the reason for the invitation on the basis of these news articles, these opinion pieces. And as much as they can try and twist these words, I believe this is the reason why they made this decision. Now, I respect the senators, and 2 senators I respect, Private Teddy and Sword Fights. I would remarkably say they are one of probably the most competent senators within the United States Senate. They're delivering, and for that, I respect them for that. Now, my speech has gone off. Help. When your speech goes off, guys, this is not good. Anyways. Where's it gone? Yeah. And once again, this is seen once more. This is a decision and a move made by the UP caucus. So it's starting to become of a question, is the UP caucus really delivering for the American people? And that's the question I'm making. My administration is more than welcome and willing to work with the legislative branch. It's the three branches that make this country great and make the US government. Because once again, this has happened not once but twice this term, where I've questioned UP's decisions. And honestly, I'm getting sick of it. And this is why I'm making this address today. We shouldn't be going out for individuals. Because I think people forget at the end of the day that we go into this community in our free time because we enjoy it. We don't do this because we're sick of the group, we love this community, or we wouldn't be doing this today. But the fact that we're carrying on a witch hunt on towards an individual, I think is quite sickening. Yes, Source went to a different position. Yes, he's went into multiple positions since he's left Attorney General. Yes, I respect that because he's went to go and build himself a character. We should be encouraging that. People forget that this community only moves on and lives on forward because these are the new people who will take over our community. This community's been going on for 7 years. And that's because people are being made to take over. Because people have been growing to take over. Now, I am asking the Senate if we are really going to call a hearing for Source 17 on his appointment to the DHS Chief of Staff. I'm going to hold that same value to Senator 2018. Hero, whatever you call him. He is also the DOS Chief of Staff. DOS Chief of Staff. So if this is the case, I'm now asking the Senate or the House of wow. I've just lost track. Right, there we go. Let's hold that same standard, and I ask the House or the Senate to invite 2018 Hero to a hearing on his position as DOS Chief of Staff. It can't be one rule for one individual and then another for him, since he's a sitting US Senator. Now, I'm not going to name any further other senators, but it also has came to my attention that other senators have been rallying up support to make the decision on another senator's opinion. And what I mean by that is, one senator believes in something very, very, very respectfully. They are so loving this opinion that they are trying to make other senators do that through their opinion. Now, may I remind these people within the legislative branch, they were elected by the people. It's about time that some senators, and I will point out again, the UP caucus of my party need to start growing some balls and actually do their own research, rather than taking people's opinions for granted and listening to people. Because if I said right now, if, for example, a news company said, what do you call it? We're going to war, and it hasn't came from the White House, I would imagine they believed it. They would believe it because they won't do their research. And it's sickening, really, because at the end of the day, they were elected by the people. People put their trust in them, and yet they are letting the people down. I find it a joke. An absolute joke. So I want to remind the American people, this community, that people may have opinions about other individuals, but it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's right at all. And I think people need to have a good look in the mirror if they are listening to these senators. And I really hope they are not. I hope they are making their own decisions in the legislative branch, because all help me God. Elected by the people, like I was, I'm going to be held to the same standard by the American people, so are senators. But yeah, that's the end of my speech, guys. I will listen to a couple of questions before I depart. Before that happens, I shall return to the press conference room because I was bombed. Two seconds, people. Welcome back. Anybody got a question? Only taking a couple because I've got to get off soon. No, I won't abolish Congress. I respect Congress, but the people we elect just need to actually grow some balls, make some decisions for themselves, rather than listening to other people's opinions. It's letting this community down, and it's always Congress. Like, honestly. Let me actually pull something up. I do want to pull something up. Let me just bring this up because it's in my mind. The Senator 2018 Hero 079 commented and quoted, just to iterate on the following motion to invite Mr. Source 17 to speak before this committee. I just want to make clear that I have and had no intentions to drag Mr. Source into more drama for the public. The criticism against him has not yet stopped due to him being DHS Chief of Staff, and people are still talking about the DOJ situation and worries about how it will translate to DHS after a traumatic situation, as he appeared on Fox and Friends and still receiving criticism after trying to explain his vision experience. Let me just say to that, Fox and Friends speak opinions, and they have every right to. Another thing, Source has recently been Undersecretary within the Department of War. He was ambassador to the acting ambassador to the United Nations, in which he carried strong diplomacy. And he was DOJ Chief of Staff. Literally, he was DOJ Chief of Staff. How can you not be qualified? Miss TSC, you've got a question, go for it. So.
Hello, can you hear me? All right, hi. So
I
question,
hear
to your just most recent point there, I was gonna ask a different question, but you just brought up that. So Sauce was like the ambassador, and he did some ambassador things, diplomacy things. He was DOJ Chief of Staff. Do you know how long he was the? Do you know how long he was the Department of Justice Chief of Staff?
Since I've died again. Couldn't put a rough estimate, but I can definitely see.
I think he confirmed 2 weeks.
Right,
he told us it was 2 weeks.
Right. Hold up, right? You asked me a question, I'm going to answer it, right? That's how questions work. So, I can't give a rough estimate. But one thing I can say is that he was being mentored by Haste, and he was carrying a lot of DOJ initiatives behind the scenes, which I believe, especially, that is a great quality within a Chief of Staff, which can carry into many qualities and skills into other departments.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you just deflected there. But anyways, you said that Fox News posts opinions. I believe they only posted really one opinion article. So are you saying that our other reporting is unfactual information?
Never said that, but a lot of pieces are opinionated. You can do fact checks. I do understand that. And you do try to back up your sources. I do respect that. A lot of it also is opinions. I read the opinions because it's also from the American people.
Well, I'll quote Sauce directly. That sounds like a hasty generalization. I have nothing further.
Lovely. If that isn't everything, I want to thank everybody for coming to this address of the nation. I will be releasing a transcript of what I did mostly right. And I want to give people a heads up and keep updated about our future events that is going to happen. Oh, one quick question from Wiggle. Are we going to war? No. Anyways, as I was saying, please keep a head out for our events. We've got a lot of events scheduled in the upcoming weeks from until end of the term. I promise you, and we're going to continue delivering our promises. Thank you all. God bless you all. God bless the United States of America. Please follow White House Military Office and whatever SS is there on the way out. Thank you.